Narcissistic grandiosity. What grandiosity really means, and which element is more likely than not often forgotten. Welcome to today's topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Coach Tobiasforst, founder of Achilleslifecoaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I've saved myself from it, and I will support you on your journey to your personal freedom. So we're talking about grandiosity today, and let's start with the following. What do you understand within the term of narcissistic grandiosity, which can be found and is one of the common denominators among grandiose narcissists, covert or vulnerable narcissists, as well as borderliners? The gender pronouns are interchangeable as usual, so he is she and she is he, as you please, ladies and gents. So what's your understanding of narcissistic grandiosity? It's biggest, greatest, most amazing, most successful, richest, most handsome, most attractive, most superlative. All that hits home, all that is correct, but it is not yet complete. So let's delve more deeply into what grandiosity is from a narcissist's subconscious perspective, or even unknown perspective. Grandiosity is a defense mechanism, first and foremost. It's a cognitive distortion that requires the narcissist to create a false, almost godlike self-image. Because behind this construct, this false self, there is nobody there anymore. That inner little child has been sacrificed long ago. There is no real life form behind it. And that self, that false self, has one priority goal. And that priority goal is the following. It is to establish congruence, not concurrence, not a competition, but congruence between self-image and self-image, self-perception, and other image, other perception, perception by others, image perception by other people. They are supposed to be one and the same, in complete alignment and permanent. That is the goal. It gets challenged every minute, every day, yes, but that is the goal, the idealistic goal behind grandiosity. The grandiose false self is everything the child was not. Best, most appealing, most successful, most loved, most whatever. Superlatives. It's everything that the child was not. But that in itself is not yet complete, as hinted at the beginning of this video. So I will give you 6 examples with already the spoiler where this is going. He is known on the entirety of the university campus for one single factor. Jeff is known by almost everybody among his students for asking the most stupid questions whenever he can ask any question to any professor, wherever he is. He accepts the fact that this goes along with people not taking him seriously, him receiving derisive looks, and not being accepted in various social circles at the university campus. He does that because Jeff knows that he is so very special. She claims to have had one of the most amazing inventions of mankind. One she could have helped uncountable numbers of people had it only come to fruition, but potential investors never really saw the true potential in her invention. So it never came to pass. There were never any investments. That idea never became a reality. And even 30 years later, she still talks about it. She and her supposed invention remain unseen and unrealized. And all that, all her intent to help, come from a place that she must be so very special. He is a German, and he likes to glue himself to streets in cities in order to protest by living out his climate activism. He accepts the fact that on repeated short-term basis he is being held briefly in police custody for the precaution of preventing him from following up with further activist activities, which he already announced. And in order to live his holy mission, he accepts that part of this package deal, and he does so because he is so very special. She has never worked through her two major traumas caused by two men from her past. She assumes that all men are like this. That led her to become a radical feminist in today's age, and she's very stoically convinced of her righteous path, and she keeps on fighting the evil patriarchy, despite the fact that the patriarchy hasn't existed for over 40 years now. But her ego is investment, so it is as she shall say it is. And she sacrifices so much of her valuable free time for the simple fact that she must be someone very, very special. He, for a time, was the most Googled man on this planet. And he claims that he was unrightfully so, banned from social media in a first stage. In a second stage, he claims that he was unrightfully incarcerated for months. And given his fact, his perception that there is a global conspiracy that he calls the Matrix, that does not really like what he's been doing, the work he's been offering to so many men around this world, leaves only 1/3 stage of this supposed Matrix against him, and that would be to end his existence. And he must be so important, and what he does must be so important because he is so very special. Example number 6. She's a Hollywood starlet, married to a Hollywood star. She goes into explicit detail with her husband present, live in front of millions, talking to the cameras, and sharing explicit detail about her sex affair with a friend of her and her husband's son. Moreover, she does not do this out of an attempt to shame her husband, of course not. She does this because she wants to induce in all of you to see the importance and the relevance of being transparent about one's relationships. Moreover, she by now offers anti-narcissism insights and education on Spotify, and she managed to lure into this shared fantasy a few renowned psychologists who still seem to fail to see her for what she really is. And she does this not for working on herself, because she cannot see what she is, But it is important for her to show authenticity, truthfulness, and offer several degrees of enlightenment. And she does so because she is so very special. So now, with all these examples, ladies and gentlemen, you got the spoiler. Grandiosity is not only about superlatives, most attractive, most successful, whatever. It is about being special. It's about being unique. So when you hear these stories, always ask for the why. Why do they do this? What's the goal? Use your own mental capacity, your own critical thinking, and ask for the why. And watch for the intentions of your interlocutors over time. Don't take a single aspect and probably, maybe prematurely judge them for what they are or couldn't be, but watch over time, make up your mind, and act accordingly. Not everybody who claims to be your ally is in fact your ally. That said, keep your eyes peeled and your ear to the ground, and be your own hero, be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.